audio jungle. cracking the UPSC Civil Services examination? Unsure about where to start or how to navigate the challenging path to success? Vision IAS Delhi's GS Foundation Course 2026 is here to provide the right direction, support, and resources to transform your dream into reality. This holistic course is designed to prepare you for every aspect of the UPSC CSE, prelims, mains, and interview. Here's what makes this course a game changer. Complete syllabus coverage from GS prelims to mains, CSAT, ethics, essay, and current affairs. We leave no stone unturned. Top-notch faculty learn from Delhi's most experienced mentors who have guided countless toppers. Personalized mentorship, tailored feedback, and performance assessments to help you constantly improve. Exclusive current affairs preparation. Master the dynamic part of the syllabus with PT 365 and Mains 365 sessions. This course isn't just about preparation, it's about building the confidence and strategy you need to excel. Batches starting for 2026, 2027 and 2028. Karol Bagh, 17th December, 9 a.m. 29th November, 5 p.m. GTB Nagar, 13th December, 6 p.m. 23rd December, 8 a.m. Your journey to UPSC success starts with Vision IAS.
So good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Himanshu Khatri, and we are going to do a session on how to prepare for UPSC. I'll be or a simplified, or certain aspects of management methods, and my core focus will be history. But yes, those things they can be implemented in other aspects or other subjects also, right? So yeah, I was able to qualify the exam 2014. Then in 2020 I resigned, and now I'm with Vision IAS. Right. So certain first decisions that you have to take is you have to, step number one should be finalization of optional, right? Because in optional you get 500 marks. So therefore, and if you are going to think in this particular manner that first you will do your prelims, then you will do your mains, then you are going to do your optional, ऐसा नहीं होगा, ठीक है? From day one itself, your first decision should be that finalize your option, right? And on how to finalize your option, best case scenario is whichever subject which you had in your college times, right? If you are good at that subject or above average in that subject, then go for it. Especially if it was from humanities side, because go for science subjects only when you were very very amazing on that particular subject. Because in science subjects like physics, chemistry, maths, etc., you have to be like really very very good, right? So that's like one way that will save you huge amount of time. Otherwise, syllabus of any optional is to the level of like at least undergraduation, okay? And how many years we need for to complete the syllabus of undergraduation? Ideally 3 years, right? Or 4 years, right? So that's why, and here we have time bound, here we have to do it in 1 year, right? So as a result, that will be the best case scenario. If that is not there, then while doing your general studies, if you feel or you can go back to your school history, and there if you feel that you are very very good at particular subject, right? So therefore you can pick that subject. Agar वैसा भी नहीं था, if you are totally a backbencher like me, right, in that particular case, fine, you can do some analysis that which are the top 3 subjects or 4 subjects which are going on, right? But try to choose a subject where you have by default an interest, because we get interested in those things where we are good. For example, simple case, if for the first time you played any sport, all of you would have played some sport, right? And if you did good at that sport on the first day itself, right? And on the other hand, you played another sport where you did not do that well. Now, if you'll ask that person that what is your interest, it will be the first sport. Why? Because he or she could do good in it. So usually we think it's actually reverse. हमको ऐसा लगता है कि जिसमें हमें इंटरेस्ट होता है उसमें हम अच्छा करते हैं, बट एक्चुअली द रिवर्स इज ट्रू. जिसमें हम अच्छा कर सकते हैं एक्चुअली उसी में हमारा इंटरेस्ट यूजुअली बनता है, right? So that's why it's not ki random gyan that we should go for, you know, some things which are interesting for us, right? My optional was public administration and psychology, and then nowadays I teach history, right? So in that sense I have prepared 3 options, right? So I know that each optional has its own set of challenges. In each optional, equal amount of hard work it is required, right? Qualitatively it can be slightly different. So best optional is that optional where you have interest. That is the first point, right? Real first attempt is the one where by December you are mains ready, right? It does not matter, it should not matter that, you know, what the industry is saying, what the education sector is saying. It has been built into our heads that syllabus gets completed in 1 year. In reality, the syllabus of school got completed in 12 years. It was for administrative convenience that it was divided into 12. Similarly, the syllabus of undergraduation got completed in 3 or 4 years. It was only for administrative convenience that it was divided into 4 parts or 3 parts, right? So, and then you had semesters, right, which will be of 6 months or 3 months, right? So it's all administrative aspect, that how do you divide. But otherwise, frankly, the UPSC syllabus, it requires at least 1.5 years of preparation. If someone is starting from like scratch, someone already has an edge that you know, he had or she had humanities in her college, right, or already in the habit of reading newspaper, then it is a separate matter. Then fine, you know, those toppers who say that we completed the syllabus in 1 year, they already would have done certain things without knowing that they were doing those things. But if someone is starting from the scratch, at least 1.5 years is required, right? That is the aspect, right? Real first attempt is the one where by December you are mains ready. Why this is so? Otherwise you get into what you call as a career trap of UPSC cycle. For example, imagine you are preparing only for prelims, so you will neglect the mains only subjects, right? Now you give prelims in your July, let's say months थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर हो जाते हैं, जून जुलाई में आपने prelims दिया, right? Then you have roughly only 3.5 months or so for mains, right? You'll be running from pillar to post, right? In those 3 months, do you think you will be able to do the mains only subjects? Answer is simply no, because if you see in 1000 marks, right, you have essay which is mains only, ethics which is mains only, optional which is mains only, right? So, and then there are miscellaneous mains only subjects like internal security, society, world history, post independence India. चाहे वहां से क्वेश्चन थोड़े बहुत कम या ज्यादा आते हो, सब्जेक्ट तो पूरा है ना. अब इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी है, नहीं तो एक ही दिन में सिलेबस खत्म हो जाएगा, पेपर लीक करा दो. If less number of questions are coming in a subject, that does not mean that the subject is small subject, right? 3.5 months में आपको ये सब करना है, and these are much more in number compared to अगर आप GS 1 2 3 पूरा ले लो, ठीक है, that's just 750 marks, right? That means majority is on this side. So for minority subjects, you're dedicating your whole 1.5 year of preparation. And for the from where the majority of the marks are going to come, there you dedicate only 3.5 months. That's going to be a huge problem. Of course, you're not going to qualify the mains, even if you write the mains, right? And mains you write in October, right? Result comes out in November, December, or let's say, you know, later half of November, right? Ab result mein obviously what will be the result? Negative result will be there. 15 दिन तो रोगे, 15 दिन तो रोना बनता है, 10 दिन अबे यार नहीं हुआ यार, है ना, ऐसा. फिर आ गया क्या दिसंबर. अब मैं आपको बोलूंगा नाउ प्रिपेयर फॉर मेंस ओनली सब्जेक्ट्स इन अ प्रॉपर मैनर. यू विल लाइक सर इन नेक्स्ट 6 months आई हैव प्रीलिम्स, वो भी तो देखना है, राइट? सो देयरफॉर ज़्यादा ज़्यादा क्या करोगे, जनवरी दे दोगे, फरवरी दे दोगे, राइट? बट उसके बाद तो नहीं दे पाओगे टाइम टू द मेंस ओनली सब्जेक्ट्स, राइट? अगेन यू आर इन दैट साइकिल, right? So you are never preparing thoroughly with peace of mind for those subjects which are actually having more, right? So be cautious, be conscious. I'm not saying that don't give the attempt, but be conscious of these issues, right? So that's the one thing, right? What about those subjects which are less popular? Should we give less time to them? For example, from world history, only one question comes. From post-independence India, only one question comes. There are certain, topics or certain, subjects where more questions are coming and certain subjects where less. Everyone knows it. It's not a secret. Everyone knows it, right? And as a result, everyone is preparing economics. Everyone is preparing geography. Everyone is preparing, let's say, modern history, right? Which are bigger subjects. Everyone is preparing society if more number of questions are coming from society, right? But the number of seats are very, very less. As a result, these subjects will simply bring you at equal level. If let's say 1000 seats are there or 800 seats are there will be 5000 students who will be at the same level. They would have all prepared these subjects to a good extent. Beating the other students in competition in the famous subjects is tough, my friends, because everyone is devoting time to those subjects. Yes or no? Follow logic. Don't follow anyone, follow logic, right? So therefore now the race is very, very close. It's like, the best runners of 400-meter race, right? They're there. Then what happens? Finish line pe kya hota hai? Someone just moves slightly ahead by 1 second, by 3 seconds, by 4 seconds. That is by those subjects which are less popular subjects like world history or post-independence India, right? Or some other subjects where less number of questions are coming from. They give you that extra 5 marks. They give you that extra 7 marks. And that's how you enter into the 8. So problem kya hai? Problem ye hai ki shortcuts do not work. Ultimately, at the end of it, every successful candidate has to prepare all the subjects to a good level. There can be some weak subjects, right? For you, maybe subject A is weak. For him, subject B is weak, right? But that will be compensated by your good subject and that will be compensated by your good subject. Right? So ऐसा नहीं है that you have to be like perfect in all the subjects because everyone has weak areas and strong areas. Right? So therefore ये सोचना कि मैं इन चीज़ों को neglect कर दूंगा, that is not an option if you want to make to the final list. Right? Writing mains is a separate aspect. Right? So ऐसा. Then ये चीज़ बड़ा important है, although इसको कोई नहीं कहता. Usually लोग बोलते हैं go to plan B. राइट बट आज ही क्या कहते हैं, मैंने सुबह इस स्लाइड को मॉडिफाई किया एंड मैंने इसको प्लान बी को सबसे पहले रख दिया. When I had given my third attempt, heartbeat was high, right? That whether I will be able to clear this time or not, no one knows, right? That ultimately मतलब ये तो था कि यार होना तो चाहिए, but जब तक नाम नहीं आ जाता तब तक कैसे कह सकते हैं? I did not know what I will do in my career after that, right? मतलब पूरे 4 साल में, in the whole 4 years, I could never get those 3 months where I could prepare for, let's say, any state PCS exam. Because in any state PCS exam, there is one portion which is unique to that exam, and then there is that portion which is common with UPSC. The common portion is more, the unique portion is less. Right? Be it Bihar state PCS exam, UP PCS exam, Rajasthan state PCS exam, right? और वो टाइम कभी नहीं मिला. पूरे 4 साल में वो टाइम कभी नहीं मिला और हमें नहीं मिलता क्योंकि because subjects in the UPSC, the overload is so much that we are never able to get time for our plan B. Right? And that plays a very, very big role on our psychological damage. That who we are, what are we going to do in life. इसलिए preparation की शुरुआत में when you are relatively relaxed, जब आपका mind ऐसे चल रहा है अभी तो एग्जाम है यार, अभी तो 1.5 साल बाद है एग्जाम, है ना? So your daily life is relatively chill, right? Time है आपके पास. I say while you start your journey for UPSC, parallelly, please start allocating some time to any state PCS, that unique portion, right? Try to do a study. लोगों को बता भी नहीं होता कि सर इसके लिए किताब कौन सी लेनी है. UPSC is famous, so people know which books to go for UPSC. But that knowledge that for specific things like state PCS, which books, which publication, ये भी नहीं पता होता. At least start doing that research, right? अगर आपने शुरुआत के 3 महीने में while you are preparing for UPSC, if you have been able to do that unique aspect, even 50%, 60%, you will be in a position that while you are giving your first UPSC attempt, you are also giving your first state PCS attempt, right? And it's not that I have less confidence that you cannot qualify UPSC. No. I have full confidence that any student can qualify UPSC. इट्स नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ कि अच्छा डर के चलना चाहिए थोड़ा सा, बट सर डर के आगे तो जीत है. It's not about that. Your examination temperament is very, very better if you have a plan B. Otherwise, when you're in the examination hall and if you're not able to, find right answer to the first three questions in the examination hall, your confidence crashes. Because then all those things, they start coming into your mind, popping up into your mind, that what am I going to do in my career? Right? So therefore, and then जो आता वो question वो भी गलत हो जाता है. Right? Maybe the fourth question was attemptable, maybe the fourth question was easy, right? But you are in this keep आपके start sweating, right? तो in general आपकी life में एक confidence का काम करता है plan B, right? We have to, obviously our lakshya is plan A, that is UPSC, but to achieve that plan A with strong psychological confidence, we need to have a plan B. इट्स नॉट दैट कि हमारा नहीं हो पा रहा इसलिए मैं उसके लिए भी प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ, नहीं वो नहीं है. ताकि प्लान ए हो पाए और ज़्यादा अच्छी तरीके से, इस वजह से प्लान बी करना है. ठीक है ना. एंड साइकोलॉजी यूपीएससी, मैंने आईआईटी भी क्वालिफाई किया है, मैंने यूपीएससी भी क्वालिफाई किया है, 2 टफेस्ट एग्जाम्स हैं. इन आईआईटी इट इज़ मोर अबाउट इंटेलेक्चुअल थिंग्स, प्लस यू हैव सेफ्टी ऑफ योर पेरेंट्स when you're working in your class 11th class 12th. But in UPSC you're on your own, right? You're an adult, you take your own, you have to manage your everything on your own. तो उसमें और otherwise भी humanities ऐसे subjects है जिसमें मतलब और इतना सारा syllabus है that यहाँ पे the role of psychology is actually much more. Intellectually वो exam उतना tough नहीं है compared to the IIT, but emotionally exam बड़ा tough है, right? So इसकी वजह से ये सब चीज़ें important हो जाती हैं. खैर, coming to our syllabus, if you see my topic is history. So in that particular thing, everyone knows that with relatively modern history gives you more number of questions. Art and culture also gives you more number of questions. Ancient medieval se thode se kam question aate hain. So ranging from, like if I take 2020 till 2023, so ranging from 13 to 19, these many set of questions which can obviously become a make or break kind of thing for any student, right? So therefore the subject is important. Fine. Then if you look at the syllabus of ancient history, what is the syllabus of ancient history? Base is prehistoric period plus Indus Valley civilization, early Indian societies and states, example Vedic period, Mahajanpada, right, which were powerful kingdoms, Mauryan Empire, Gupta Empire, Harsha dynasty, right, propagation of Buddhism, Jainism, right, South Indian kingdoms including Cholas, Cheras, Pandyas, and sources are Vision IAS, right, or the old NCERT or the Tamil Nadu NCERT. That's the syllabus which is there. You are not here for syllabus, you can get the syllabus at any point of time. Similarly, in the case of medieval history, ascent and descent of dynasties like Delhi Sultanate, Vijayanagar Empire 1336-1646, Bahmani Sultanate in Deccan. Deccan means Bombay, Maharashtra and Telangana region, and the Mughal Empire, which was there from 1526 till 1858, you can say, or from 1526 to 1739, kaise bhi socho. Plus socio-cultural transformations, example religious movements including Bhakti and Sufi movement, literature development, right, sources are Vision IAS and all. ठीक है. आर्ट एंड कल्चर में फोकस इज इक्वल टू डाइवर्स कल्चर, ठीक है ना. तो ये सब सिलेबस हुआ. ठीक है जी. मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री में भी क्या है, ये सब है. तो करना क्या है इसका, व्हाट इज द इशू, हाउ टू एनालाइज द सिलेबस आल्सो ऑफ मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री, राइट? इज देयर सम पैटर्न या फिर ये वाले बोरिंग एक्सरसाइज रहने वाली है ऑफ द सिलेबस, राइट? नहीं, देयर आर 2-3 थिंग्स व्हिच आर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई थिंक यू आर माय स्टूडेंट ऑलरेडी. हाँ, बट आई हैव सीन यू. ओके, फाइन. So there are certain things which become important. What are those things? One is what you call as, first of all, one is this aspect, right? How do you define the structure of the state or the work of the state, or how do you define the sovereignty? One is symbolic sovereignty. For example, the President of India has the symbolic sovereignty. Then you have external sovereign functions, which are DCFA, Defense, Communication and Foreign Affairs. Then you have domestic sovereign functions like home, finance, health, right? Now, if you notice, Everything revolves around this. To do this work in a good manner, that's how you basically, and what is the work which is to be done in each of these subjects? The work to be done in each of these subjects is this. 3 kinds of work are there on each of these subjects. These are subjects: defense, communication, foreign affairs, which are there in the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India. Okay, 3 kinds of work is required. That is quality of work. One is L, second is E, third is J. On any topic, you have to make laws, then you have to implement them, and then if any disputes arise out of lawmaking and out of implementation, then you have to adjudicate those disputes. That is called separation of powers, right? ऐसा ये पढ़ते हो. L, E, J. 3 kind of works are there. L तो हमको पता है, that is लोकसभा, राज्यसभा, right? If we talk about the center. Executive क्या होता है? जुडिशरी पता है हमको, चलो सुप्रीम कोर्ट, राइट? ये काम बहुत ज्यादा होता है तो इसको हम वर्टिकली भी डिवाइड करते हैं. वर्टिकली कैसे? सेंटर, स्टेट एंड देन लोकल, बिकॉज द वर्क इज टू मच. ओके, सो एट द सेंटर यू हैव प्राइम मिनिस्टर, इन द स्टेट्स यू हैव चीफ मिनिस्टर, है ना? ऐसा. तो एग्जीक्यूटिव क्या होता है? एग्जीक्यूटिव, यू नो, यू हैव मिनिस्टर्स, and below ministers you have what you call as 2 kind of servants: civil servants and military servants. Civil servants and military servants. Civil servants and military servants, right? This is the structure of the state. And why are you giving UPSC exam? Because you want to become employee of the state. Exactly in which branch of the state you want to join? You want to join in this branch of the state. That is, you're trying to go for what you call as the executive branch, right? If you want to get a job here, fight elections, right? If you want to get a job here, give NDA exam, CDS exam, right? You can give judiciary exam, or you be a lawyer for 15 years and then maybe you can get appointed as a judge, right? This is whole state. All of these are employees. Even President of India is employee of the state. Prime Minister of India is employee of the state. This is state, right? You're preparing for this exam. So is it not natural that you need to know the state? For example, if you apply for a job in Google, right? Maybe the first thing the company will ask is, why do you want to join Google, right? How can you contribute to Google? Do you know what Google does? Do you know the latest projects of Google? Do you know the most significant failure of Google? Do you know the most significant what you call as success of Google? पूछेंगे ना आपसे. UPSC भी पूछ रहा है, right? Do you know about the state, right? Do you know about finances of the state? So you study economics. Do you know about the structure of the state? So you study polity. There shall be Lok Sabha, there shall be Rajya Sabha, how to get appointed, how to remove speaker, right? Who can become president, right? So how to do elections, right? Like UPSC is our recruiting agency, Election Commission is their recruiting agency. Our exam happens on paper, their exam happens on ballot paper, है ना? तो जो इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया है वो उनका यूपीएससी है और हमारा यूपीएससी है. ठीक है ना? स्टेट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. यू आर ट्राइंग टू बी एम्प्लॉय ऑफ द स्टेट, है ना? नाउ this, so state is an organization that rules a territory and the people. That's the definition of the word state, right? Military state, that state which is established with military victory and stays in power till military defeat, right? Nation state. Until 1947, we always had military states. That is, which got established because of a military victory of a particular ruler and which were removed because of a military defeat, right? For example, first battle of Panipat, 1526, right? So therefore, earlier there was a state which ruled northern India called Delhi Sultanate, and then it was replaced by Mughal state, right? Humanities वाले बड़ा confuse करते हैं, पूरी बातें बोलेंगे, कहेंगे rise of Mughals. Be specific. It basically means rise of Mughal state. Decline of Mughals. It basically means decline of Mughal state, right? So therefore, for the first time, right, in the longest period, we have a nation state. And this state should not wither away. This state should not fail. That's why we should study history. And therefore, most of the history is history of the states. The states which are ruled by a bloodline, that you call dynasty. Right? Where bloodline decides. Today, election decides who will be the next prime minister. Where bloodline decides who will be the next prime minister, right? Or who will be the next king. So therefore, those kind of states, they are called dynasties. Okay? For the first time, we have a nation state. A state created by nation. What is nation? Nation is summation of people who feel one, equal and supreme. This state should not fail. That's why we should learn from the history. And what is the state? State is an organization that rules the territory and the people, right? So therefore, one is what you call a state structure, second is people motive. And common man does not want to be MP, MLA, minister. Common man does not want to be MP, MLA, minister. Common man wants only 3 securities or 4 securities, you can say: economic security, physical security, socio-cultural security, right? And the state which is able to provide these securities, those states will be stable. And those states which are not able to provide these securities, they can be facing peasant revolts, they can be facing people's revolts and all, right? So therefore these 3 securities. And हाँ, इसके ऊपर अगर दे सके, example in the nation state, तो बल्ले बल्ले उसको हम बोलते थे welfare state, right? Welfare is the focus of the state, welfare state, right? तो हमारी 2 चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाती हैं इन हिस्ट्री. वन इज स्टेट एंड सेकंड इज फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी, इकोनॉमिक सिक्योरिटी एंड सोशियो कल्चरल सिक्योरिटी ऑफ द पीपल, है ना? आम आदमी को क्या चीज अच्छी लगती है भी, हाउ इज माय वे ऑफ लाइफ, है ना? ऐसा. तो अब आप सिलेबस को देखो.
Navigating the UPSC Civil Services examination journey is more than just academic effort. It requires mental resilience and personal growth. Introducing Antarbodh by Vision IAS, a dedicated program designed to nurture your well-being and personality development, tailored for UPSC aspirants. In this 36-hour program, spread over 12 weekend sessions, you'll gain insights and strategies too. Manage stress and maintain focus. Boost self-awareness and decision-making. Build resilience and emotional stability. Develop effective communication and leadership skills. Antarbodh provides personalized guidance with our mental health professionals, allowing you to explore your strengths and overcome obstacles in your UPSC journey. Interactive offline sessions include workshops, role plays, and guided activities, ensuring a hands-on approach to mastering key skills. Program start date 18th November, 1 p.m. Duration 36 hours, 12 weekend sessions. Join Antarbodh and equip yourself with the psychological tools to succeed in the UPSC journey.
Your syllabus is nothing. Syllabus is this only. In fact, the whole UPSC syllabus. If you look at the ancient history part, what is this? Early Indian societies and states. Society, where you study people, people's art and culture, people's economy, right? In this period, Mahajanpada was called kingdoms. Kingdoms are what? States. States where head of the state is a king, right? Whose bloodline is deciding things. This is a state. Empire kya hai? Summation of kingdoms is empire. Empire is a very large state. Large state means state is an organization that rules a territory and people. So where a large number of territory and large number of people are there. So ये भी एक state है. Mauryan state था. Harsha state है. Harsha dynasty क्या है? Harsha state, right? Similarly, Buddhism, Jainism. Common man does not want to be MP, MLA, minister. Common man wants only 3 securities: economic security, physical security, socio-cultural security, right? Or ability to do some things in socio-cultural aspects, right? Their lives get impacted by some things which are socio-cultural in nature, right? So therefore you study Buddhism and Jainism, and religion used to be very, very important. By what tells a person what is right and what is wrong, what provide order to the life of a common man in those times. It is religion. It is religion, right? Religion provides ethics, right? So religion was very, very important. So again, what do you mean by South Indian kingdoms? South Indian states, including Cholas, Chola state, Chera state, Pandya state. कुछ नहीं है, 2 ही चीजें हैं बस, state and socio-cultural history of states. And ये सब क्यों पढ़े? So that we can learn from them the good things, and we can also learn that why they failed. And similarly, these are also nothing but states, right? That's why we are actually studying history. That's the whole focus of studying history, right? तो ऐसा, तो modern history भी ऐसे ही पढ़ते हैं. What is world history? World history is nothing but super power concept पढ़ा है? Super power. Super power. What is super power? Super power is nothing but super state. What do you mean by super state? Super state is such a state. Which state is an organization which rules a territory and the people. Legally, the territory of that particular state may be, let's say, the territory of United States of America. However, in practice, it rules the whole earth. That's what you call superpower. State is an organization which rules a territory and people, and when that territory becomes the whole earth, it is called superpower. Right? So you study about rise and fall of superpowers actually. That is what you study. That's why you study world wars. Because world wars resulted in what? Fall of superpowers and rise of new superpowers. That's why world wars are fought. As simple as that. Right? So that's the whole focus. So you should know कि जो भी तुम पढ़ रहे हो तुम पढ़ क्यों रहे हो. ये नहीं पता होता लोगों को हम पढ़ क्यों रहे हैं. है ना? That's the whole focus. खैर now if you come to, for example, if you talk about current affairs and history, so many of the times what happens is that in the standard books, right, the content which is asked in the question paper, at times that content is not there in the standard book. Why? Because it is coming from current affairs. Right? So how should we study history? How should we analyze previous year questions? Many of the times the student they get confused. Sir, ये तो आपने पढ़ाया ही नहीं. The problem is that particular question came in the exam because it was inspired by some current affairs. Right? So therefore, the relevance of that particular question is now no more. है ना? So therefore, कौन सा था वो? पाइका रिबेलियन, है ना? तो पाइका रिबेलियन में कोर्ट केस हो गया. That Paika rebellion should be called first war of independence and not 1857 revolt. In the class, every student, sir, Paika rebellion तो पढ़ाया नहीं, Paika rebellion तो पढ़ाया नहीं. मैं क्या? आपको पता है Paika rebellion? नहीं पता. क्यों? क्योंकि 2 साल पहले की बात है ना? Now no student is troubled about Paika rebellion. Right? तो even in history, certain portions may get accentuated, may get highlighted because of current affairs, because something has happened in the current affairs. So how you should study any subject? Study the standard, right? But give full focus on current affairs to tackle those things which are getting more importance, right? Irrespective of whether they are there in the standard books or not. But if you'll go purely for PYQs without this knowledge, right, then your history, your every subject will become this big. Sir, UPSC ने तो पूछा हुआ है sir. That's how spectrum in my time was this big. Now it has become a brief history of modern India. Because they also did not do this. Right? So should you study that? No. Why should you? Study a book from standard historian, good historian, right? So always study mainstream books which are there, right? So for example, as a mural comes up in Panaji, the muse, a 99-year-old Goan freedom fighter, looks on from her balcony. ये न्यूज आया. अब इनके बारे में पूछ लिया अगर यूपीएससी ने प्रेजेंस हुए तो स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स में इनका नाम नहीं मिलेगा, बट करंट अफेयर्स में आया ना, राइट? ऐसा तो ऐसे न्यूज़पेपर आर्टिकल्स को यू हैव टू गिव importance. Similarly, for example, Ibrahim Al-Qazi's biography offers an intimate look at the father of modern Indian theatre. अब art and culture में कुछ इससे related आ गया तो maybe it is not there in the standard book of art and culture, है ना? तो इस वजह से वो वाले क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं जिनकी वजह से आप बहुत ज़्यादा डर जाते हैं कि सर ये भी पढ़ना है क्या, इतना डिटेल में पढ़ना है क्या. ऐसा नहीं होता, है ना? अब जैसे इन साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी यूपीएससी आस्क्ड सम क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन करंट अफेयर्स व्हिच आर वेरी वेरी टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन. हर स्टूडेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी इज ट्राइंग टू बिकम अ साइंटिस्ट नाउअडेज. है ना? दे आर स्टडीइंग साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी विद सच डीप थिंग, है ना, कि जितना 9th क्लास में 10th क्लास में जिस डर की वजह से साइंस नहीं लिया था इन क्लास 11th, वो डर वापस आ गया है ना? ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं पढ़ते हैं, है ना? तो एक आपको एक ऐसा दिमाग में रखना है. तो पीवाईक्यू में वो एनालिसिस में वो बहुत बड़ा एक फॉल्ट लाइन है, वो बहुत बड़ा फॉल्ट लाइन है जिसकी वजह से डर बढ़ता है, जिसकी वजह से हम ऐसी चीज़ें भी पढ़ते हैं जो कि शायद उस समय पे उतनी रेलिवेंट नहीं है. तो कभी भी whenever you join any coaching and then you study a particular thing and then you encounter some previous year question which was not even talked about by the teacher, just do one thing, go to Google, use inverted this thing, put that word, keyword of the question, click news, right? And then try to see that in the year in which this particular question came, around that year some newspaper article had mentioned that thing or not. That's how you deduce. That's what I do whenever my student tells me that, sir, you have not taught this, it has come in the PYQ, right? I give them the proof, right? So then they're like, okay, right? So that's how it is. Try to make things interesting. Try to be funny also. Psychology was one of my options, so therefore it was said, it was taught in the psychology that information which is connected with some what you call as emotion is remembered much, much better. That emotion can be anything. That emotion can be happy emotion, sad emotion, anger emotion, but emotion increases the memory, right? And those things which you find interesting, those things which you find emotional, those things you are able to remember better, right? Now, all of this content in modern history, there was this Desai-Liaquat Pact, right, which was signed by the second in command, Liaquat Ali of Muslim League, and Vallabhbhai Desai was the leader of Congress in the Central Legislative Assembly. ठीक है ना, ऐसा कुछ था. They had come into a pact, right? So therefore, what was the pact? Pact was basically this: that let's propose to the British that in the Viceroy Executive Council, let all be Indians except Governor General and Commander in Chief. And among those Indian ministers, right, 50% will be Muslim League ministers and 50% will be Congress ministers. And similarly, in the Federal Assembly, what we can have what you call as 20% seats should go to the smaller minorities like Dalits or Sikh, and rest of the seats should be given by the British to 50% of Muslim League MPs and 50% of Congress MPs, right? ऐसा अगर मैं इसको ऐसे पढ़ूं तो things become much more clear. So this is my Viceroy Executive Council, this is my Federal Assembly, right? And very interesting, all Indians except Governor General and Commander in Chief. And यहाँ पे 50% INC ministers, 50% Muslim League ministers. And similarly here, 20% minorities, especially Sikh and scheduled caste, and rest 50% INC nominated, 50% Muslim League nominated. अभी elections का proposal नहीं था, ठीक? ये मेरे को ज़्यादा चमकता है. This I understand much better. Easy to remember also कि अच्छा देखो यहाँ पे भी मतलब T बनाना है, T. Here also T. यहाँ पे 2, यहाँ पे 20, right? Memory से increase होगी कि अच्छा 20% कोई और, बाकी मुस्लिम लीग है 9NC. फिर एक न्यूमोनिक भी बना लिया. Imagine your favorite biscuits are 50-50 क्रैक जैक. हाँ, तो मैंने सोचा ये मेरा क्रैक है, ये मेरा जैक है. And I have a friend called Desai, right? And I, hey Desai, Desai, हाँ, मैं कल लिया क्रैक क्या? मैंने कहा 50-50 क्रैक चेक. Desai लिया 50-50 क्रैक चेक. Desai लिया, लिखा नहीं लिखा है, नहीं लिखा. Desai लिया 50-50 क्रैक चेक. Desai-Liaquat Pact 50-50, राइट? क्रैक जैक, वो मेरे माइंड को पता है मेरे क्रैक जैक क्या है. तो टू थिंग्स डिवाइडेड 50-50, राइट? 50-50 50-50. ओ ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत किसी और को भी दे दिया, ठीक है ना? तो थिंग्स दे बिकम इंटरेस्टिंग इफ यू मेक योर शॉर्ट नोट्स लाइक दिस, राइट? सो ट्राई टू never be in a race. Try to think, can I make this information relatively more interesting in some particular manner, right? Then very complex thing, this is what you call as Regulating Act of 1773, right? Lot of words are there, all the words simple, done in this one thing. This is India, this is Britain, right? Now why there used to be class monitor in class? Because class teacher wanted to handle the class, right? Class teacher wants information about all the students in the class, so therefore class teacher does not have to talk to all the students. Class teacher will what you call as call the class monitor, and class monitor will do all the chugal. Chugal, you understand? Gossiping, right? And तो हाँ, तो जब recess में तुम लोग खेल रहे होते हो तो class monitor staff room में होता है, है ना? तो rather than interacting with all the students, it is administrative convenience that you should have one person, right, as a source of information, right? Also, you give that person power to handle the class. Why? Because without power, you cannot fulfill responsibility, right? For example, like when I was a backbencher in my school time, right? So therefore, if any class monitor will tell me, Himanshu, sit down. मैंने कहा बे, you sit down. है ना? Then class ruckus is going on, class teacher will come, class teacher scolds monitor, class monitor starts crying. No one listens to me, ma'am. So therefore, class teacher gave power to the class monitor that if you highlight any name 3 times, then 10 marks will be cut in the next exam. अब मेरे 10 मार्क्स कट गए, मैं तो फेल हो जाऊंगा क्योंकि पास ही 10 मार्क्स से होता था. तो therefore क्या हुआ? So now 2 बार नाम आ गया. The third time I will sit on my seat. I'm like okay बेटा, ठीक है, right now power is with you. Right? Without power, no one can fulfill responsibility. So basically, to bring order to things, you choose a particular person, you give him power, right? And then you also fix accountability on that person. That if then, even after giving power, if there is ruckus in the class, then 10 marks of class monitor will be cut. That's what you do, right? So therefore, now to regulate India, they wanted what you call as one class monitor. So basically, if this is India and that is Britain, so in India, they chose the governor of Bengal, right? They made him governor general, and under him, they put governor of Bombay and governor of Madras, right? This is my India, right? And he can give orders, right, in some things called war and peace, ऐसा, ठीक है ना? And these people, they will give information. These people, they will give information. This is my class monitor, okay? And information class monitor collect करके किसको देता है? Class teacher को, right? Class teacher को information देना है. This class teacher कहाँ है? Britain में, ठीक है? उसका नाम है East India Company और Court of Directors of East India Company. And then class teacher passes on this information to school principal, है ना? So therefore, East India Company will pass on this information to state, that is British state. State is an organization that rules a territory. Here, which territory? Territory of Britain, right? So therefore, this is how, you know, this information is passing. Information was of two kinds. One was related to their business, because East India Company is a company, and second was related to where they are ruling as a state, because Britishers, they became rulers also, no? East India Company established a state. That state is called, what can be the name of that state which was set up by East India Company in India? Company state. A state set up by company. Company state. Today India, nation state. Where is the proof that India is nation state? In the preamble. On this day, we the people of India means nation, give ourselves this constitution. And what does constitution does? The primary purpose of any constitution is basically to create the state. Polity में आपको गलत पढ़ाते हैं. That primary purpose of any constitution is what you call as, you know, limiting the power of the state. First you create the state. After that you develop a fear that the state is extra powerful. Then you limit the power of the state, right, by bringing checks and balances, right? So basically the preamble says, we the people of India on this day give ourselves this state, right? And then you start. There shall be Lok Sabha, there shall be Rajya Sabha, there shall be Supreme Court, there shall be High Court, there shall be Council of Ministers. You're creating the state. LEJ you are creating, and mechanisms how to be there, their powers, etc., right? So therefore ऐसा, ये तो simple है ना, तो class monitor, class teacher, school principal, class teacher, class monitor, class, right? So therefore, when you do this, when you make short notes like this, you have a clarity that what is being done, why it is being done, right? You're able to understand things in a relatively better manner, and you then plot all the information which you read in the textbook on this map. How do you do that? Well, you do that by doing this, right? So therefore, then this map becomes kind of messy. But yes, these are my short notes, right? Where I know every small detail also. That Governor General was having a council of 4 councillors also. So GG, council of 4. ठीक? Supreme Council of Bengal, Bombay, Madras. ठीक है ना? तो ऐसा information is going to Britain. Britain में कौन है? Company, Court of Directors, right? Civil military revenue matters means where they're acting as state, right? Government of Britain, which is responsible to British Parliament. This is British state. L and executive. British state. Company. Britain. When you make short notes like this, very complex things may become very, very interesting also to you. मतलब मेरे लिए तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है, पता नहीं आपको कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है. और अपने लिए मैप भी बनाना होता है. रेड फर्स्ट देन ग्रीन. मतलब मेरे को मेरी शॉर्ट नोट्स में मुझे पहले सिर्फ रेड देखना है. और ग्रीन मिसलेनियस एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन है, वो इम्पैक्ट है, राइट? जैसे एक इम्पैक्ट था कि सम वेग वर्डिंग्स वर देयर, देयरफॉर बॉम्बे एंड मद्रास कंटिन्यू टू बी इंडिपेंडेंट इन प्रैक्टिस, है ना? बच्चे तब भी शोर मचाते रहे, है ना? ऐसा तो ये मैनेजमेंट पार्ट है, हाउ टू मेक शॉर्ट नोट्स, राइट? सो दैट पार्ट बिकम्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। तो ये है।
Are you struggling to complete your syllabus for the UPSC Prelims and Mains 2025? Is the lack of guidance stopping you from reaching your true potential? Vision IS brings to you a dedicated, personalized mentoring solution to transform your prelims and mains journey. Enroll for the Laksha Mentoring Program 2025 for strategic revision, practice, and targeted interventions. Attain high scores with key skill developments such as concept mastery, problem solving, answer writing, and time management techniques. Embark on your preparation journey with Lakshya Integrated Mentoring Program starting from 7th December. This comprehensive program offers unified mentoring for both prelims and mains 2025. Lakshya Prelims Mentoring Program 2025 starting from 10th December. Intensive program focusing on prelims 2025 preparation. Get on the right track to commence your journey for the UPSC Prelims 2025 with the Fast Track course. An effective strategy will not only lead you to succeed in the prelims, but is also your launch pad to proceed to the mains. Starting from 19th November at 1 p.m., enroll to transform your journey with coverage of GS Prelims syllabus, regular practice, performance assessment and feedback, dedicated mentorship and guidance. How will the program help you? Result-oriented preparation in GS and current affairs, efficient time and resource management, development of problem-solving skills, motivation, confidence building and enhanced exam readiness.
Same kind of scenarios you elaborate. Then this can also be a way of making notes, right? So for example, what was the impact of industrial revolution in Britain on India? Right. So therefore you made something like this, that first there was loss of markets. Markets means people of India, they stopped buying products made by Indians. They started buying the cheaper and better quality British products because they were manufactured by machine. Right. So Indian weavers produced better quality, but they lost in price competition. Fine, थोड़ा सा information है. Similarly, other industries पे भी कुछ impact पड़ा. Colonialism बढ़ा. ठीक है. For example, industrial revolution में steam engine was developed. राइट, एज अ रिजल्ट अब तुमको लूटने वाला पहले पैदल आ रहा है, अब तुमको लूटने वाला बाइक पे आ रहा है, तो ज्यादा लूटेगा ना, ज्यादा जल्दी जल्दी आएगा जाएगा, लूटा गया वापस आया, लूट गया वापस आया, राइट? सो ट्रेडिशनली इट यूज्ड टू टेक 1 year, राइट, फॉर ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम ब्रिटेन टू इंडिया. Right, so therefore this revolution in the transport sector, that is, you are putting steam engine into the ships, it is going to make the Britishers come to India very very fast, take the goods of India, take the wealth of India, go again come, go again come, go. So therefore that was a negative impact of transport sector revolution, which was part of industrial revolution on India. Simple, ठीक है ना? फिर उन्होंने बनाया सुएज कैनाल ना. सुएज कैनाल क्या है पता है सबको? सुएज कैनाल आप में से किसको नहीं पता? सुएज कैनाल, you know Suez Canal, you also know Suez Canal, you also know Suez Canal, you also know Suez Canal, you, where is Suez Canal? You know, you should raise your hand. In the UPSC preparation, one of the psychological way of winning is, whenever teacher asks who does not know, you should be the first one totally motivated. Sir, I don't know. हाँ, जब पता है तब ठीक है, हाथ नहीं खड़ा किया, ठीक है, इट्स ओके. दैट्स अ वे टू स्टे हम्बल, एंड दैट्स आल्सो द स्टे टू ऑलवेज बी ऑन द लर्निंग कर्व. व्हेनेवर यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग, जिसने की शर्म उसके फूटे करम. व्हेन यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग, योर हैंड शुड राइज द फास्टेस्ट. आई डोंट नो, बी ओपन, राइट, बिकॉज नो वन नोज एवरीथिंग, राइट? सो देयरफॉर यू शुड रेज योर हैंड, आई डोंट नो, राइट, विद एक्साइटमेंट, है ना. आई यूज्ड टू डू दिस नॉट विद एक्साइटमेंट. कान लाल होते थे क्योंकि बच्चे हंसते रहते थे. फिर टीचर समझाता था, फिर पूछता था अभी भी आया समझ, पर मैं ऑनेस्ट था, मैं नहीं आया समझ. फिर वो दोबारा समझाता था, फिर बच्चे हंसते थे. मतलब बच्चे कब हंसेंगे, जो वो पूछेगा अभी भी आया समझ. फिर मैं कहता नहीं आया, फिर बच्चे हंसते थे. फिर टीचर पूछता क्या नहीं आया, है ना. फिर मैं बताता था ये नहीं आया. फिर दोबारा ऐसा 5-6 बार 10 बार होता था. सब हंसते थे, कान लाल होते थे मेरे. केमिस्ट्री वॉज अ सब्जेक्ट. आई वॉज इन क्लास 11th. जितने भी हंसते रहे, दे कुड नॉट क्वालिफाई. बाई चांस आई वॉज द वन टू क्वालिफाई IIT. ठीक है ना. उसमें क्या है, बहुत बेइज्जती थी उसमें, बट मुझे बेइज्जती की चिंता नहीं है. मुझे फोकस है, मुझे जो नहीं आता जब तक वो नहीं सीखूंगा, हाउ विल आई बी एबल टू क्वालिफाई, है ना. तो ये छोटी छोटी चीजें विच आर ऑल पार्ट ऑफ UPSC, द स्मॉल स्मॉल थिंग्स, राइट. आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ योर इश्यूज, राइट. तो ऐसा. तो खैर, स्विस कैनाल कहाँ पे है, जिसकी वजह से वहां गए थे. स्विस कैनाल ऐसा है. मतलब ठीक है, कुछ आप बना सकते हो ऐसा. ये यूरोप है, ठीक है. ये अफ्रीका है, ये अरेबियन सी है, ये इंडिया है, ये इंडियन ओशन है, ऐसा है. ये सुएज कैनाल है, ठीक है. पहले इनको ऐसे आना पड़ता था. Now, with the help of Suez Canal, they can enter into the Mediterranean Sea and they can come like this. Right? This reduced distance between India and Europe by, or Arabian Sea and Europe by 4,500 miles. 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers, so roughly what 9,000 kilometers or whatever. ऐसा कुछ. And therefore they could reach India faster. So देखो, colonialism क्या करता है? Such a beautiful thing, industrial revolution, such a beautiful thing, Suez Canal. है ना. इट शुड बी अ सेलिब्रेशन फॉर द होल ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी. जो अमृत था वो हमारे लिए, सदर्न हेमिस्फेयर के लिए, आजकल ग्लोबल साउथ की बात होती है ना, वो शराब बन गया. क्यों? क्योंकि हम कॉलोनी थे. ठीक है ना. तो जो अच्छी गन है वो हमारी तरफ पॉइंट हो गई. राइट. समथिंग विच इज गुड, इट वॉज बेसिकली बैड फॉर अस. दैट्स व्हाट colonialism did. Industrial revolution should have been great for all of humanity, but it was not. क्यों? क्योंकि colonialism था. Right. So that's how when you study things, so you develop a larger perspective also. तो अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Why we are talking about global south? ताकि वो जो historical injustice था, it can no more continue in subtle manner, right? So that we can also rise. That's why we do Make in India. Make in India is attempt to for India's industrial revolution. ठीक है ना. ये सब चीजें. इससे एक और चीज, ठीक है, एक और तरीका है मैप बनाने का. क्या तरीका है मैप बनाने का? ये देखो, मैं कोई MF हुसैन नहीं हूँ, ठीक है. मेरी ड्राइंग स्किल्स आर लाइक मजनू भाई ऑफ मूवी वेलकम. ओके, सो प्लीज डोंट जज मी, बट हियर इज अ वेरी बिग लर्निंग. Phobia of geography, phobia of maps, because we are not good at maps. But because we do not know where a particular place is or what is to the north, south, west, east of that particular place, therefore we are not able to understand the paragraph, which is a hurdle for us. And I am totally, committed to ending every hurdle which comes, my way in me preparing for UPSC. तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. स्कूल में याद किया that in class 8th 6th they used to give us graph papers. In graph papers they used to not care for shape, right? They used to plot coordinates and they used to ask us to draw straight lines between coordinates, right? And then in many of the maps it is written not as per scale. Not as per scale means कि जितना बड़ा दिख रहा है हो सकता है उतना बड़ा ना हो. तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मैं अपने मैप में लिखूंगा फिगर नॉट एज पर शेप एंड स्केल. मैं शेप भी ऐड कर दूंगा उसमें, कॉमा ओनली फॉर लोकेशन पर्पस. So why should any answer checker cut my marks? I'm giving more information. And because I'm not good at drawing, still I'm able to have my maps with me. Right? एक बहुत ही बेकार मैप आपने देखा उसका, उससे मच बेटर आप बना लोगे एग्जाम में यूरोप का और अफ्रीका का. This is a map of the states which existed around 1750s in India when the syllabus of modern Indian history begins. Right? You have this area is with Marathas. Anyways, तो उतना मैं डिटेल में नहीं जा रहा हूँ, but this area is with Marathas. Right? This is Hyderabad. Today is Telangana. This is today's Andhra Pradesh. This is Odisha. This is Bengal. This is Bihar. This is Awadh. This is Rohilkhand. This is Delhi. This is 6 state: Gujarat, Sindh, Rajasthan, Mysore, Malabar, Travancore, Carnatic. Today is Tamil Nadu. Right? So therefore, even with the straight lines, a student who is not good at drawing, he knows more than a student who may be good at drawing, right? But exactly does not know when he says that in 1729 Marathas conquered Malwa. Like पता नहीं क्या है, चलो यार आगे बढ़ते हैं. वो cheating थी उस लम्हे में, in that 1 second when you actually did not know where is Malwa, right? But you are simply reading it, right? So therefore that was cheating. That is a hurdle. That's a problem. You have been dishonest to yourself, right? अब ऐसे करेंगे तो हो सकता है एक किताब पढ़ने में पूरे 1 साल लग जाए. Whenever you're reading anything for the first time, there are many things which you do not know. So therefore, what is the method to read any book? In the first reading, read it like a novel. In the first reading, read it like a novel. That means no underlining, no highlighting, nothing. वरना मैं जानता हूँ तेरे साथ हुआ है क्या, सारी किताब ही रंग डाली है ना. Every line is yellow or green after some point of time. ठीक है ना. हाईलाइटिंग हम क्यों करते हैं, ताकि हमको कम पढ़ना पड़े, है ना. और फिर पूरा ही वो कर देते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि हम हाईलाइट वो करते हैं विच वी डू नॉट नो, विच वी फाइंड टफ, दैट इज व्हाट वी हाईलाइट. इन द फर्स्ट रीडिंग यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग, यू विल एंड अप हाईलाइटिंग एवरीथिंग, राइट. सो इन द फर्स्ट रीडिंग रीड एनी बुक लाइक अ नॉवल, राइट. इन द सेकंड रीडिंग you read any book and you use what you call as highlight, but try to be, as do less highlighting as possible, because बाद में this is going to ruin everything, right? And in the third reading or after the third reading, you make short notes. Highlight कर लो, या फिर एक और चीज कर सकते हो इसमें, and that is that when you are in your second reading, let's say there is a paragraph, some margin is there, take out this is a paragraph, right? And around this paragraph create its mini short notes, that this paragraph talks about these 1 2 3 4 things. साइड छोटा सा पेंसिल से, तो आपके साइड पे आपके शॉर्ट नोट्स बन रहे हैं एक तरीके से, और यहाँ पे रीडिंग चल रही है. ठीक है, पेंसिल से ऐसा कर सकते हो. एंड जो प्रॉपर आपके शॉर्ट नोट्स हैं, जो कि आपके A4 पेपर पे हैं, राइट, दैट यू मेक इन योर थर्ड रीडिंग. Right, then those notes will be actually short, because otherwise if you start making short notes right in the first reading, कभी भी check कर लेना, you're only reducing the font size to fool yourself that these are short notes. You're leaving very less space between the lines to fool yourself that these are short notes. You're removing A, E, I, O, U to fool yourself that they are actually short notes, and that's it. Right? Or you are removing the grammar of the sentence. तो आप तो फोटोकॉपी कर रहे हो ना, आप शॉर्ट नोट्स थोड़ी बना रहे हो, आप तो फोटोकॉपी कर रहे हो. फोटोकॉपी का कोई फायदा नहीं होता. शॉर्ट नोट्स आर दोज नोट्स विच आर as far as possible, obviously you cannot change the legal words, but as far as possible in your own language. Use synonyms for words which are not legal words. You cannot change the name of the parliament to something else, but there are certain things, where you can use some other language, because psychology में ऐसा पढ़ाया था हमको, information which is generated in your own language, it is much better remembered. ठीक है ना. तो own language इस्तेमाल करो, और flowchart basis पे notes बनाओ as far as possible. Because then in your mind there is a map that okay, this happened, this is a clear why, this is a clear consequence, ऐसा. ठीक है ना. So that's how you should progress with respect. These are certain things which are handy not just in history but in other subjects also. So therefore that kind of maps ऐसे भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो. Unification of Italy बड़ा complex. मैंने क्या किया, मैंने कहा यार पता नहीं कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ है, ठीक है ना, तो ऐसा बनाया. ठीक, इसमें नंबर भी दिया कि पहले मुझे क्या पढ़ना है. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया was given to France by Kingdom of Sardinia in return for support in war. Where is Sardinia? तो ब्लैक में लिख दिया Kingdom of Sardinia. ये दो, ठीक है. फ्रांस ने कहाँ से मिलकर इन्होंने ऑस्ट्रिया को हराया, तो ये वाला पार्ट क्या कहते हैं, वॉर में इन्होंने जीत लिया. सो देयरफॉर दिस येलो पार्ट बिकेम पार्ट ऑफ इटली. देन 2.0, सो किंगडम ऑफ टू सिसिलीज, राइट, दे वर कॉन्कर्ड बाय गैरिबाल्डी. तो ये वाला पार्ट बन गया पार्ट ऑफ इटली. क्या रह गया अब, ये ग्रीन पार्ट रह गया और ये ब्लू पार्ट रह गया. तो फिर आए पॉइंट नंबर 3 पे, वेनिस कैप्चर्ड फ्रॉम ऑस्ट्रिया इन अनदर वॉर 1866 में जो हुई थी. फिर बस क्या रह गया, ये रह गया पीपल स्टेट्स कॉन्कर्ड इन 1870. ठीक है ना. तो ऐसा मतलब यू नो दिस इज ऑल्सो वे टू मेक मैप, टू मेक योर शॉर्ट नोट्स, है ना. यू हैव टू बी, जहाँ पे भी प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है उसको ऐसा मतलब बेसिकली करना है. एंड ऑलवेज फोकस ऑन इंट्रा सब्जेक्ट लिंकेजेस एंड इंटर सब्जेक्ट लिंकेजेस. दैट विल हैपन विद मल्टीपल रीडिंग्स. आप चैप्टर 1 और चैप्टर 20 के बीच में तभी इंटरकनेक्ट कर सकते हो जब व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग चैप्टर नंबर 20, तो चैप्टर नंबर 1 आपके माइंड में कहीं ना कहीं फ्रेश है. एंड यूपीएससी ऑलवेज आस्क क्वेश्चन थ्रू इंटरलिंकिंग. यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन कैसे होता है, इन कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ इवेंट ए कॉमा इवेंट बी हैपेंड दैट रिजल्टेड इन consequences C, full stop, elaborate. Event A was mentioned in chapter number 3, event B was mentioned in chapter number 7, and consequences C may be mentioned in some later chapter. Usually UPSC questions are like this only. Despite having multiple armies, मतलब इस टाइप को, मतलब EIC armies were not able to conquer, मतलब were able to conquer, ऐसा मतलब ऐसा वो बना देते हैं. बट मैं क्वेश्चन नहीं बता रहा आपको. इंटरलिंकिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिटवीन सब्जेक्ट्स ऑल्सो, बिटवीन चैप्टर्स ऑल्सो, एंड बिटवीन सब्जेक्ट्स ऑल्सो, राइट. तो ऐसा तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लिंकेजेस होती हैं काफी बार. फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन यू स्टडीइंग द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1935, दैट हैज ग्रेट लिंकेजेस विद द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया. सो इंटर सब्जेक्ट लिंकेज हो गया. वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री की लिंकेज है. विदाउट वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री देयर कैन नॉट बी एनी मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री. इंडिया वुड नॉट हैव बिकम इंडिपेंडेंट हैड देयर नॉट बीन व्हाट यू कॉल एज हिटलर. वी शुड हैव ग्रेट ग्रेटिट्यूड फॉर हिटलर. Without Hitler, India would not have been independent, because without Hitler, there would not have been World War II. Without World War II, the British would not have become economically weak, right? If British had not become economically weak, they would have been ready to spend money on, preventing or defeating any kind of 1857 revolt, right? Royal military की help से. मतलब without world history, 3 decades में 3 events हुए थे. World War I 1914-19, Great Depression 1929, and World War II 1939-45. These 3 events, they broke the spine, economic spine of British power, right? And that is why actually, और जितनी भी आपकी मूवमेंट्स हैं वो तभी हो रही हैं. खिलाफत मूवमेंट एंड नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट 1920. वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 कब खत्म हुई, 1919. सिविल डिसोबीडियंस मूवमेंट 1930-34. ग्रेट डिप्रेशन कब हुआ, 1929. क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट 1942-45. 42 में क्या चल रहा है, वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 1939-45. Without world history, there cannot be modern history, because we live in an interconnected world now, right? So that way is you understand better, right? Plus state reorganization, जैसे आप पढ़ते हो कि 1956 में आज जैसे states हैं more or less वो बने. But it was Bal Gangadhar Tilak who during his Home Rule League movement of 1916 to 18, he demanded reorganization of the states on the basis of language. So with history, you can understand your post-independence India also better. है ना. तो कांग्रेस ने भी कहा था 1917 में, और फुलफिल कब हुआ, 1956 में. अब आपसे यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन पूछ लेता है कि उसका सार मतलब उस क्वेश्चन का ये है कि व्हेन ब्रिटिशर्स वर रूलिंग इंडिया, दे वर नेग्लेक्टिंग डिमांड्स ऑफ इंडियंस. प्रूफ आपके सामने. कब से हम डिमांड कर रहे थे दैट देयर शुड बी लिंग्विस्टिक रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ द बॉर्डर ऑफ द स्टेट्स. State means provinces here, right? State word भी बड़ा मस्त है. There can be state which is an organization which rules the territory and the people. Then there can be a state which you call basically province, like Bihar state, UP state. Then there can be state of mind. Today I'm not in the right state of mind. And then there can be science students. Anyone? Science student? Science? Physical state? Liquid state? तो English is a funny language, right? English is a funny language. Here the state means province, right? Territory. ऐसा वाला प्रोविंशियल स्टेट खैर. Similarly, for example, you talk about आत्मनिर्भर भारत पे क्वेश्चन आ गया. Let's say essay on आत्मनिर्भर भारत, right? तो आप देखो, in modern history, there was some set of political leaders called moderates, right? They always supported Indian capitalists. Why? Because they wanted Indian people to buy Indian goods. So they wanted industrialization of India, right? So they were also doing Make in India, right? So therefore, they were trying to have Atmanirbharta for the Indians. We should also have machines, moderates. Then Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi movement क्या था? Boycott foreign products so that Indians they buy Indian products, right? So it was there was an economic angle to it. Anyone who is a student of economics should always try to see that, okay, where is economics in this Swadeshi movement, right? So basically we wanted to apply, start using dictionary of other subjects to make things interesting. In Swadeshi movement, our leaders tried to apply sanctions on Britain. Sanctions यही तो होता है, preventing import, boycott is what? That kind of scenario. तो स्वदेशी मूवमेंट भी वही था. Similarly, for example, आपका ये after independence import substitution policies, that is we put very high import duties so that people they do not buy British products. 50% import duty, 100% import duty, right? Current affairs में आज के टाइम पे anti-dumping duty on Chinese products, right? So that we do not buy, Chinese products which are, wrongly priced, right? Jai Jawan Jai Kisan was for Atmanirbharta in food sector, agriculture sector. Jai Jawan, so because we were fighting 1965 war. Jai Kisan, why? Because we were also fighting an internal war against food shortage. Result क्या हुआ? Green Revolution 1967-77 हुआ ना आत्मनिर्भरता in food sector, right? Then लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन, ग्लोबलाइजेशन, एलपीजी, ठीक है, बिकॉज हमारे पास पैसे ही नहीं थे, वी डिड नॉट हैव एनी मनी फॉर बाइंग गुड्स फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड, राइट? सो देयरफॉर इट वाज एक्चुअली टू बी आत्मनिर्भर, ये गरीबी से छुटकारा पाने के लिए, दैट हमारे बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट मतलब बैलेंस इन द पर्स 0 रुपीज. सो देयरफॉर आत्मनिर्भरता. देन राजीव गांधी फोकस्ड ऑन, उससे पहले राजीव गांधी फोकस्ड ऑन आईसीटी, इंफॉर्मेशन कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, 1984 onwards. That is for Atmanirbharta in IT sector. That we should have Infosys, we should have Wipro, right? So as Atmanirbharta. Today we are talking about Make in India. That is again for Atmanirbharta. Skill development mission. Can there be Make in India if we do not have very highly qualified blue collar workers who know how to produce things, right? So without workers factory थोड़ी चल सकती है. So skill development is also for Atmanirbharta, है ना? अब खाली अंबानी, Tata, Birla, Adani, only these kind of people should be Atmanirbhar, or you who has a great entrepreneurial idea but you do not have money in your pocket, can you also not be like, can you not contribute to India's Make in India? तो ठीक है, Startup India, Government of India will give some seed funding to you. तुम्हारे पास आइडिया है, पैसा सरकार देगी, तुम बनो एंटरप्रेन्योर. Startup India, government is going to help you. You can also contribute to Make in India. Everything it is connected with Atmanirbhar Bharat. We're trying for Atmanirbhar Bharat since our Indian national movement. And that's how you write essay on Atmanirbhar Bharat. How? Because you connected 2 subjects or multiple subjects into one. इसमें कुछ economics था, कुछ modern history था, ठीक है ना? तो इस तरीके से connect किया, तो therefore you're able to think about what you call as Atmanirbharta. ठीक है ना? तो हमेशा ऐसे इंटरकनेक्शन तरीके से पढ़ना चाहिए, ठीक है ना? तो ये है, तो मेरा टाइम इज ओवर, राइट? तो खैर बाकी सारी चीज़ें आप मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री को यूज़ कर सकते हैं, वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री को यूज़ कर सकते हैं फॉर द पर्पसेस ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस. नो स्टूडेंट हु डज नॉट नो वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री कैन ट्रूली अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई रशिया यूक्रेन वॉर इज टेकिंग प्लेस एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. A student who does not know why NATO was set up, a student who does not know, what was World War II, right? How things were there, they just cannot, because geography is permanent. Geography is permanent, and most of the foreign affairs is geopolitics. Geopolitics में geo is geography. That's why बहुत सारी चीजें in world history and in international relations will keep on repeating themselves. जोग्राफिकल इंटरेस्ट देशों के तो वैसे ही है ना, जो ब्लैक सी है वो आज के टाइम पे ब्लैक सी है और वो वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 के टाइम पे भी ब्लैक सी था। हाँ, until something new happens like global warming. So Russia always wanted access to warm waters for its sea trade. If Arctic ice melts, Russia will dance. Why? Because access to warm waters will be there. Right? And this desire to access southern waters. वार्म वाटर्स मीन्स ठंडा होगा पानी, ऐसा नहीं कि वार्म वाटर सोचा कूद गए उसमें नहाने के लिए। वार्म वाटर सिंपली मतलब कि बर्फ नहीं है, इट्स नॉट आइस, ठीक है। सो दैट शिप इट कैन मूव। वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 इसी वजह से रशिया ने पार्टिसिपेट किया था, बिकॉज इट वांटेड इट्स एक्सेस टू मेडिटेरेनियन सी, ठीक है ना। तो ये सब चीज़ें हैं एक्चुअली, बहुत सारी चीज़ें ज्योग्राफी, तो सब कुछ इंटरकनेक्टेड है। आप यूज़ कर सकते हो, सोसाइटी में यूज़ कर सकते हो फॉर थिंग्स लाइक फॉर ओरिजिन ऑफ कॉम्युनलिज्म, कास्ट स्ट्रगल, सेक्युलरिज्म, रीजनलिज्म, ये सब चीज़ें ये हिस्ट्री में है। पॉलिटी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हिस्ट्री आपको पता चलती है, ठीक है। इकोनॉमी, ठीक है ना। तो ओरिजिन एंड स्ट्रगल्स ऑफ इंडिजिनस इंडस्ट्री, you will be able to much better understand make in India of current affairs if you know that okay in Indian national movement also we are trying to have make in India। तो हमारा स्ट्रगल कितना पुराना चल रहा है फॉर दिस आत्मनिर्भरता, ठीक है ना। तो उसका इंपॉर्टेंस आपको ज़्यादा समझ में आता है। एथिक्स आपको बड़े अच्छे समझ में आते हैं। एथिक्स एक सब्जेक्ट है ना, तो उसमें जो बिगर लीडर्स होते हैं, ठीक है, जैसे गांधीयन आइडियोलॉजी, ठीक है ना। तो ये सब चीज़ें आपको एथिकल केस स्टडीज़ को सॉल्व करने में हेल्प कर सकती हैं, राइट। सो ऐसा, तो ये सब चीज़ें आप कर सकते हो। और ऐसे में तो मैंने आपको बताई ही हाउ कैन यूज मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री एंड मिडिवल ऑल्सो एंड एंशियंट ऑल्सो from this particular perspective, okay। So that was my take on how to it was a combination of trying to understand the syllabus, it was a combination of also how to study, how to make short notes, right। I hope that I have covered most of the things, right। So this PPT would be available to you most probably, okay। So some link etc would be given if you want this PPT, but yeah, get inspired from the things which you liked, right। Don't let them go, learn, implement, राइट, जो भी आपको काम का लगा इस 1 घंटे में, ठीक है। तो थैंक यू, गॉड ब्लेस यू, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।